Hey guys, how you going? My name is Dom, and in this video we're going to explore the file API in JavaScript. Alright, so basically the file API allows you to work with and manage files in JavaScript. So you can do things such as read files, you can display images as files, and you can even send the files to your server or different web servers. So basically it lets you do very intelligent things to create smart web applications, okay? And one of the common use cases of the file API is to create smart upload forms, or at least upload forms with some form of client-side validation. Alright, so this video is going to focus on that right there. So using the file API to create some sort of smart upload form. Alright, so let's go ahead here and create a new HTML upload form. So inside the text editor, let's make a new HTML form under here. The action is going to go to a non-existent upload script, okay? The method is of course going to be post, and the enc type is going to be multipart / form data. This form won't actually work, but it's just for demonstration, okay? I'm also going to give a class of form. This isn't required for you. This form class is going to pull some CSS from my decode.css file. Okay, and now we need the actual file input itself. Okay, and we're going to give an ID and name to this as being INP file. Alright, and of course the submit button. So we can just say upload files, for example. Alright, so now I can save this and refresh the browser, and we are currently working with this right here. So to demonstrate the file API, basically once I choose a file from this file input and then select it, in the console we're going to see what the file API has to offer. So basically every file input field has something called a file list, and that file list contains the selected files for that file input. Okay, and of course those files then contain your useful information such as your name, size, content type, and all that sort of stuff. So let's go inside the JavaScript and begin on that. So let's first get a reference to the actual file input itself. So let's make a new constant, call this one INP file, equal to document.getElementById. I'm going to pass inside here, of course, INP file. Alright, so now we have the file input within JavaScript. Alright, so down here, we're going to say INP file.add event listener when the file input gets changed. So we select a new set of files or a new file. We're going to run this function inside here. So for now, I'm going to just do this. I'm going to say console.log inpfile.files. So this files property of the file input is the actual file list. So basically it returns here an array-like object containing the files that have been selected on the file input. So I'm going to save this and refresh the browser and then choose a file. So for example, thumb.jpg, press open, and we get here the file list inside the console, and we can see it's very similar, if not identical, to an array. And we have a single file inside here. If I was to expand this, we see we get these details. So we have last modified. This is essentially the amount of seconds since the 1st of Jan 1970. It's a timestamp of when the file was last modified. We have here the last modified date, which is basically a date object representation of the timestamp up here, but I believe it is actually deprecated, so avoid using the last modified date property if you can. If you want to use a date object itself, then I think definitely create your own date object based on the last modified property. And we have here, of course, the name, so thumb.jpg. The size, this is in bytes, so basically 264,786 bytes is about 264 kilobytes. And the type here, the MIME type, image/JPEG, and this WebKit relative path I believe is not used too often, and it's only supported, I believe, in Chrome and Firefox. I think it gives you some sort of relative path to the current directory, but I'm not too sure. Okay, so we have here the file object. So this is the main one, right? So here we can do some client-side validation to say, okay, for example, if the user has chosen a file that is more than 200 kilobytes, then say, you can't upload it, or at least give some sort of error message. Okay, but first we're going to demonstrate that. But first, let's just actually choose multiple files from this file input and see how the file list then looks like. So back inside here, let's add the multiple attribute to the end of the file input. So now we can actually select multiple files in the same input. If I save this and refresh, we now get choose files. Okay, if I was to obviously click on this and choose, let's just do 2 files here. Press open, and now the file list of course contains the 2 files right there. So let's loop through this file list, and if a file is more than 300 kilobytes, then we're going to say you can't upload it. So back inside the JavaScript, let's get rid of this and change this to a loop over the actual file. So let's say for const file of intfile.files. Okay, so now of course here file represents a single file object, and we're going to say if file.size is greater than 300,000 bytes, so 300 kilobytes, then we're going to say alert. Let's just output the file name and say is too big. Max is 300 kilobytes. Alrighty. So now I can save this and refresh the browser. And if I was to now, of course, choose those 2 files, we should see thumb.jpg passing, but we should get the error or the alert message for the untitled project at 551 kilobytes. Press open, and we get here, yep, the project is too big. Alright, so of course, there you go. That is the file API in JavaScript. Just the real basics. As I said, you can actually go ahead and send the files to different servers or do a lot more with files. But this is, I think, one of the most common uses of the file API in JavaScript. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.